Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the Bristol Prepper channel. So today guys, we've got a really cool one for you. Today we're doing the 5 top tips of when you're building your kit, so kit making and kit building. And kits I'm talking about could be anything, could be go bags, bug out bags, I don't know, loads of different names for these kits and different types of bags and uses and stuff, but I'm going to give some general outlines and some tips and some things to kind of go by and kind of guidelines. It's not set in stone and it's not like 100% right all the time, and like do you know what I mean? It's kind of rough guidelines to go by, and it's always helped me, and these guidelines I go by. So the first one, guys, the first top tip for making your kits is the 3-use rule. The 3-use rule is, so just say you're putting a piece of gear in the bag, or thinking about putting a piece of gear into your bug out bag or whatever kit you're building. My general rule is make sure it has 3 uses. So just say, for instance, I'm putting in one of the kits, I'm putting in my clean canteen with the cup. Yeah. Now I want to use 3. I want to have 3 uses for that, so it's eligible to go in the kit. Yeah, so I want to have 3 uses for it to go in the kit. So like I can cook in it, you know, I can boil water in it, obviously it can hold water from me, I can drink from it. There's just so many uses for the clean canteen and the cup. But you understand what I'm saying? So it's got 3 different uses for that one product, other than obviously the one it's meant to be for. And this is kind of a guideline, you know. Some piece of kit it doesn't work for. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, some piece of kit it doesn't work for, like ferro rods and stuff like that, and fire making kit, because generally, as a whole, like generally, it's just for fire making. You know, ferro rod is just for throwing sparks. But yeah, apart from that, like it's quite a good little rule to go by, because then you're maximising the usage of all your kit within your bag or whatever you're making. So, top tip number 2. Second top tip for when you're making your kits is test carry your kit. So if you're making a go bag or a 72-hour kit or a 72-hour car kit, bug out bag, I don't know, anything, whatever kit you're making that you're going to need to carry it, test carry it. Now I'm not saying you have to go on a expedition with it, or a I don't know, a week's camping trip or 2-day camping trip. If you could do that, that is the best option, because you can get the full maximised feeling for the kit. You know, if it's a 72-hour kit, spend 72 hours in the woods with that. You know, if it you know what I mean. You're not gonna, obviously it's not an SHTF, so you can just leave at any time and come back to your house or whatever, and then you know the kit wouldn't work. But if you spend 72 hours outside in the 72-hour kit, then you know you've made it alright kit. You know, but what I mean carry, I'm not talking about that, I'm more talking about carrying it as in the weight issue. So in a bug out situation, more likely than not, at some point in time you're going to have to walk with your kit. This is a lot of things that people have downfalls on, you know. They're making these massive huge kits, alright, you've got a lot of cool gear in there, a lot of useful shit, but if you can't carry it, it's not worth a wet one, you know. It's not worth anything, because you can't carry it, not strong enough, or it's just too much weight. Or you can carry it a certain amount of distance, but you can't carry it the entire way, you know. So testable run it, you know, and do a few laps around the block, or I don't know, take the dog out for a walk with your bug out bag on your back. Or you might look a bit of a knob, but at the end of the day, you don't have to worry about what other people think, and you're benefiting you. You know, you'll be one and laugh at the end of the day when you can go the distance with the bug out bag, and you can you've got the longevity, you know. But it's a really useful tip, that is, because so many people can't carry their kit, or won't be able to, because you've made these massive kits, and then you see these little guys and they've got this massive kit, and you're like, you wouldn't be able to carry that, not sort of mileage you would have to walk in SHTF if your car broke down or whatever. Anyway, tip number 3. So tip number 3 is when I'm building my kit, I go through everything step by step, and this makes sure I've got everything I need in the kit, and it also helps me chuck any crap out I don't need. So I'm saying, so what I think is, I'm building the kit, I think, right, so have I got in here water? I think water, just water. So I think things to sterilise water, things to carry water, things for me to drink water from, you know. I think all these things just to do with water. Then I'll go to fire making, you know. things to make fire, things to cook on the fire, you know, all these different things. I just go through each scenario, you know, first aid, you know, and I look at all the first aid, make sure I can just run through each section and make sure I've got each bit, you know. It's just kind of a little way I do that when I'm building the kits. Anyway, tip number 4. Tip number 4 is use the kit. I touched upon this a little bit earlier with walking with the kit, but use everything inside of the kit. People get worried, you know. Oh my god, I've got this, I don't know, tin or piece of gear I don't want to open, you know. Open it, get out, play with it, you know, get out, fiddle with it, have a whip it around, you know, see what you can't do. This is so important, it's unbelievable, guys. Get your kit out, play with it, fiddle with it, take it on a weekend trip, and if you don't, then more for you, because in an SHTF or anything bad did happen, or in a bad scenario, then you wouldn't know how to use your kit. You need to know your kit like the back of your hand. So then if anything does happen, when the pressure is on and the time is of the essence, and do you know what I mean? It's a lot harder to do things if you don't know it inside out when the pressure is on than it is to do it when you're in the woods on a Saturday morning when you're chilling out, you know. It's not easy then, but when the chips are down and all the pressure's on, it's a lot harder then. So practice with your kit, know your kit. That's everything from your knives to your water filters. Just know how everything works like in the back of your hand. Or you might have to buy another one if it runs out or whatever, but you benefit from the end of the day. At the end of the day, do you know what I mean? If anything did happen, because you know that kit inside out, and you know what you can and can't do with it, and what you can get away with, what you can't. Really helpful tip, that is, guys. So number 5, the last tip of the day. This tip is simply keep your bag up to date. Now, I see this problem quite often. People will buy kits or make kits or whatever, stow it away in their cupboard or in their under the stairs, and then they leave it there for 5 years, and then whip out all the food. If you're keeping food in there, it's gone out of date or whatever, you know, the water's gone funky. I don't know. Loads of these different problems that can go wrong with just storing your kit, forgetting about it, you know. And obviously you forget what's in there. You forgot what you got. And you're being a prepper or bushcrafter or whatever you call yourself, survivalist. Your mentality's changed, you know. Since me doing this channel, I've been running a year now, and my mentality's changed totally. From the start to now, it's totally changed. So my kit's changed, you know, my bug out bag's changed and all that. But I see this problem quite often. Lots and lots of people do it, and it's easy to fall into, you know. Make your kit, you think, all right, that's done. Let's just chuck it in the cupboard and leave it. Because it's not a small job, you know. Making a bug out bag is quite a big job, you know. It takes a lot of thought and also a lot of kit. So it's really important to keep up to date with it. You know, check your kit, check all your food. If you've got consumables, make sure all your consumables are in date. You know, make sure. I don't know if you're keeping water in your bag. Some people do keep water, some people don't. If you're keeping water within the bag, obviously give the water a change every now and again. You know, you want clean water. You don't want to go funky or anything like that. So yeah, keep up to date with the kit and up to date with all the shit in there. Right, guys. So today's video, I know it's very short, or short for my videos anyway. My videos are normally really long, but yeah, this is short for today's video. I just want to bring out a nice little 5 top tips for when you're making your kits. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making it. I've enjoyed spending my time with you guys. Hope you enjoyed spending your time with me. If you've got 5 minutes, guys, to spare, and you want to spare it with me, please go down in the description and check out my link for Facebook. It's the best place to be if you want to be with me. Otherwise, guys, please, as always, like, share, comment, and subscribe to this video. Drop all your good thoughts down beneath in the crotch box. And also, guys, that's it for today. So as always, stay prepared, and I'll catch you guys another day, another way.